So there's a lot of Republicans who are remaining silent on the issue of impeachment. You have a couple, including Mitt Romney, who have come out and offered very vague and, as I've said, very polite criticisms of the president. But then you have some of the craziest of the crazies, and that includes Donald Trump himself, who have actually been out there arguing for the last 2 weeks that if you impeach a president, what you're really trying to do is nullify an election. You're undoing the will of the people. You're taking their vote away. If you impeach President Donald Trump has said it, Lindsey Graham has said it, Marco Rubio has hinted at it, Ted Cruz has hinted at it, Jim Jordan has flat out said it, and pretty much everyone on Fox News in their opinion section has said that. You're nullifying an election. And some of the folks on Fox News and some of the other folks I've mentioned there have gone even further, calling it undemocratic. It's undemocratic to impeach the President of the United States, according to some of these Republicans. Now that's interesting, because anytime we on the left mention something's undemocratic, they say, well, it's because we are a democratic republic. So being undemocratic is not concerning to us. You know what is concerning to everybody, though? Violating the U.S. Constitution and or being so stupid that you don't understand what's actually in the Constitution. Because believe it or not, folks, Article 2 of the United States Constitution, that's where impeachment is spelled out. It's in that document. You know, the document that Republicans claim to love it so much they'd sleep with it at night if they could, rolled up next to them under their pillow. It's in there. It's not undemocratic. It's not undoing an election. It's not nullifying any results. It's a remedy put in this document by the founders of this country because they knew eventually we were going to have a piece of crap sitting in the Oval Office, and we needed to have a way to get them out of office. Impeachment was something that these founders took very seriously. And in fact, they took their idea for impeachment and the process for impeachment from old laws from Britain. And they made it intentionally vague. They didn't want to pigeonhole Congress into any kind of thing saying the president has to meet criteria A, B, C, D, E, F, and G before you can impeach him. They intentionally left it vague because some things are really bad, but not illegal. Some things are damaging to the United States, but not quite illegal. And that is why Donald Trump, whether or not he actually broke a specific law in this instance, he did, by the way, but even if he claims he didn't, you can still be impeached for it. And again, the Republicans out there trying to argue that this nullifies an election, it's just Democratic sour grapes, that's not what's happening here. Bill Clinton was impeached. Did that nullify an election? No. No, it didn't. If Nixon had been impeached, if he hadn't resigned and actually went through the impeachment process, would that have nullified an election? No. What it would have done, just like it did with Clinton, and just like it will be doing now, is holding those in power accountable for their actions. Maybe it results in them being removed from office, maybe it doesn't. But we're going to go through the process as laid out in the United States Constitution. And then, once that process is over with, whether Democrats get the outcome they want or not, then we can all move on. And I think at the end of this, that is what everybody is going to want. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.